Okay, hello all. Thank you, everyone joining this meeting. We want to do the live seminar, but due to the COVID, we decided to do, how to say, a short overview about UNDET solutions online using Zoom meeting. So, what is UNDET? UNDET is not only the software. As you see in our logo, it is a point cloud solutions. And we are concentrated to provide workflow and solutions from point clouds to final deliverables. And we have three parts which we are providing: so software, training, and supporting. So during this webinar, I will ask you some questions to a little bit to know information about you. So I will launch first questions to you. So you the window will pop up in the screen, and if you able, just press the vote. If you have laser scanning equipment, and share your experience with point clouds. Yeah, it's very common questions, but we have done research, so I just want to get some answers from you guys. So I will leave this question about 1 minute. I have already see that most of you have voted, and okay, from the voting, I see that most of you don't have laser scanning equipment. Someone from you have laser scanners, drone, and most of your experience is new users. You don't have a lot of experience from point cloud. I can share some result, but it's the same as I told, and it's everything fine. Most of our clients has the same experience. So a little bit back to the presentation, and I will start from the software part. So we developed UNDET software, and we started developing that software 10 years ago, and for very simple task. When we started working with point clouds, there was no tools to manage the data, to do 3D models, to do drawings. So, and we started to create the software to avoid performance drop. That you are working with point clouds, you know that point cloud data is very rich and has a lot of gigabytes of data. So some softwares is not handling very well. And another our task was to create advanced tools to solve a complex need. When you are dealing with point clouds, sometimes you have a complex problem, complex need, and you want make it for everything easier. And the most important, and that is trying to help work faster and easier with any point cloud. So what we are doing, so mostly we are taking industry-leading platforms and integrating UNDET database and specialized tools to help prepare site and building documentation, 2D drawings, 3D models, BIM models, and manage point cloud data. So we have main leading platforms like AUTOCAD, REVIT, and SKETCHUP. So if we will go to full UNDET portfolio, it will contain UNDET for AUTOCAD plugin, UNDET for SKETCHUP plugin, UNDET for REVIT, and from 2019 we have agreement with German company Grabert, and we developed 3 more plugins for DraftSite, CorelCAD, and Ares Commandos, maybe you will know some platforms. So having all these platforms, we have two solutions to prepare 2D drawings. This is Iris Commander, UNDET for Iris Commander, and UNDET for AUTOCAD. We have solutions for 3D modelings, for SKETCHUP, for AUTOCAD, and for BIM application. Of course, you can use AUTOCAD BIM tools to prepare BIM modeling. You can use REVIT to create 3D modeling, but we are just concentrating to these platforms. And I will ask you one more question. Have you tried UNDET software before this meeting? Yeah, we'll wait some time that you vote. I see that half of members already voted for this poll. Couple members left, and I saw that only half of members about in this meeting have heard and know UNDET software and tried UNDET solutions. And I will also show the results from this poll. As I know, half of you didn't know UNDET solution at all. So what we were concentrated last couple years in UK markets. So, and now just starting in all the countries, and that Latvian is our partner in Latvia. So get back to the presentation. I will tell about our tools. So as you know, you can create good software if you don't know laser scanning technologies, you don't do the work daily. So UNDET team from 2007 year working with point cloud data, and UNDET software is our result of our daily work. We are creating this software when we are dealing with some specific task and helping companies provide building and 3D documentation. So another specific thing that UNDET has own UNDET database, which is independent from the hardware you use. You can use any scanner, drone, any point cloud data, and you can easily import into UNDET database and using UNDET plugins. And what benefit UNDET database has? The first thing is fast indexing. We have done comparison with UNDET and Recap. And with UNDET, when you have point cloud data, you can start working 3-7 times faster when using Recap file formats. And sometimes it's very important to start working immediately. Another thing, we have double data structure integrated in all our solutions, because the point cloud data is very rich and you will load all the points. The software may start lagging or will lag or will die. So we have two point cloud structure, preview points and full points. When you are working with detail environment, you can always turn to the full points. And another feature is grouping and visibility. With UNDET and all solutions, you can group scans into inside, external scans. So if you are new with point clouds, it's not a bigger problem if you are working with a small data sets, but if you are working with larger data sets with inside or external scan stations, so it's sometimes is missing and you need this function. And another cool feature is advanced coloring settings, because and that saves full coloring channels from each imported files. So sometimes when you need to draw some very detail to get some deformations, and that will have this information and you will be able to visualize it. Another thing, when we are starting create with software, we decided that we will be plugin. And why? Because it's where you can smoothly integrate plugin to your company process, because you will use AutoCAD, REVIT, or SketchUp platforms, and it will be only plugin, so you can start working immediately. Yeah, we decided to avoid import exporting. If you are converting data in one software, you want to have final result in another software, so we don't have import export issues, because we are on the main AutoCAD platforms. And the most important, it's our customer feedback, and we have asked around 100 random customers, and they confirmed that UNDET solutions is quick to understand and very easy to start to use. And okay, I will do some short overview about our solutions. The first one is UNDET for AutoCAD, is our first development, and I can say it's our most advanced solutions. And in this, how to say, plugin, we put all well-thought features and automation, and yeah, to speed up the workflow with point clouds when you are doing 3D modeling, 2D drawing. And currently we are preparing new update for AutoCAD. If you have already tried UNDET for AutoCAD early version, so next week will be update for AutoCAD 21, and will be nice features, automatic features, automatic access, search feature. You'll able to easy draw building contour with automatic features, so will be really good stuff next week. And yeah, so where's our customers using UNDET for AutoCAD? So mostly customers using from the surface modeling to deformation analysis. We are doing 2D full plans for cultural heritage, when you need to show very detailed elevations, when you need to prepare layout plans, 3D modeling. So in every stage of project, you can use UNDET for AutoCAD. And as I thought in the beginning, is very important feedback from our customers, and most of UNDET for AutoCAD customers telling when we are starting using UNDET, we started working 30% faster. So yeah, it's very good count for me. It's very good to hear about that. So another solution is Iris Commander. This solution we are created with Grabert company, and we choose this solution because it is a second based application after AutoCAD, and we have millions of users, and this Iris technology platform is integrated in the draft site, Iris Commander, CorelCAD, and with the same platform use millions of users. So why we are created with platforms? Because customers which have large drafting teams, 10, 20 people, we want to have a cheap workplace. So we decided to look alternative to AutoCAD, and we found Iris Commander, and we integrated UNDET plugin to Iris Commander, the main features, and we providing I think it's the best available price for the work place. It's 750 euros per workstation per annual license. Yeah, it's a good price. And why we choose Iris Commander? If you have already tried Iris Commander, it is like a copy of AutoCAD, and it's a really good copy. And they support DVG file, there's the same CAD tools. And the most important, if you are AutoCAD user, you can start working with Iris Commander on the same day. So you may ask me, what is the difference between UNDET for AutoCAD and Iris Commander? Okay, so if your needs or you're preparing 2D documentation, building sign, floor plans, layout plans, sections, Iris Commander is really good solution and will be enough. But if you are doing 3D modeling, ground surface modeling, if you have large team and you want to create tasks, use features to do quality assurance, use automatic recognition features for 3D modeling, for automatic control lines detection. All these functions are integrated in UNDET for AutoCAD. So we are trying to target Iris Commander with UNDET only for 2D documentation. But of course, you can do 3D modeling, basic 3D modeling, but not fast as with UNDET for AutoCAD. Another solution is not solution, our plugin UNDET for SKETCHUP. UNDET for SKETCHUP allowing you to easily import point cloud data into a SKETCHUP environment. And I don't know if everyone knows SKETCHUP, but it's very simple to make 3D models. And in any application area, in interior design, landscape, building, stair modeling, so it's very easy to use. And the most important, and that our customers confirm that it is very easy to start modeling using UNDET with SKETCHUP when you don't have specific knowledge with AutoCAD, with REVIT. So if you are thinking to start working with point clouds and want to create 3D models very easy and very fast, you should try UNDET for SKETCHUP. And another tool is UNDET for REVIT plugin our. And why we created this plugin? Because industry is growing. I don't know in Latvia, but in Lithuania and in other Europe countries, requirements are starting to ask surveyors, project managers to prepare BIM models. And if you will start working with REVIT using recap file format, it will lag and will decrease your performance. So a little bit doing differently in UNDET for REVIT. So we are creating raster images instead of loading point cloud files. And it is it's generated image from the internal first internal floor. And as you can see, you can create very detailed images, dynamic images, when you can see point cloud very, very clear. And when you will work with this such data, REVIT will not slow down and will not lag. So, and the most important, this UNDET plugin is will very easy integrate with your workflow process. If you know REVIT, UNDET dynamic raster generation tools is will create dynamic rasters in standard REVIT views. Just what Revit view you want, you can load the dynamic raster image. And what is dynamic raster images? It is views generated from point clouds and will stay in the Revit view, and you can update coloring. You can color by Z, by RGB colors. You can update resolution if you want to get very fast geometry, or where you want to get a very detailed view. And other cool feature in that for Revit, and it is our last development a couple months ago. It is new feature where you can not control, but check 3D model accuracy based on point cloud data. So it's okay. It's good if you are outsourcing modeling service from I don't know, from third-party companies, and you want to make sure if everything modeled in required tolerance. And of course, if you are doing your own modeling, all the time you can check if you fitted 3D model to point cloud in the required tolerance. So when we created UNDET for Revit, we noticed that our team and our customers started working 2 times faster, because it's not lagging when you are working with dynamic rasters. And yeah, we have also done YouTube video where you can see some compare with modeling with using UNDET for Revit and UNDET for and Revit with recap file format. And conclusion, you can increase your productivity by 2 times. So every plugin, and that for plugin, is available with free trial version, and you can download free trial from our website. If you have already tried this software, then your trial is expired. So don't worry, just write to Victor's or to me email info@undet.com, and we will extend the trial. So in this slide, I will ask you one question. Which UNDET software is most interesting to you? Because it's completely different softwares from the BIM, from AUTOCAD. Yeah, I will give some time for voting. Couple more seconds. I have already seen that half of you have voted. Yeah, we'll wait couple more seconds. Okay, I will stop the voting and share the result with you also to see. As I guess, there is not the one-side application interest. You are all interested in all UNDET solutions. So because we are covering different tasks and yeah, different platforms. So yeah, so you can anytime download free trial from our website and try yourself our software. And if you have already tried UNDET software, or you want live demonstration, because this presentation I want to be with, it will be short, and it's more about overview type. So after live demonstration, Victor's, or my colleague Victor's, will send some information, and you will be able to register for free live demonstration. And that in that demonstration we will be more in technical side. We will show how to deal with each product one-on-one. Yeah, maybe also with online meeting. So yeah, after this meeting, just register and we'll solve all the technical questions. Of course, if you are knowing that solution, you can visit our website or our YouTube channel. And we are constantly adding some videos, training videos, how to start using, how to make modeling, and how to do quality assurance. So there's a lot of tutorials and which may help you to start working with point clouds by yourself. So another part which I want to talk to you about, it's training. So the scanning industry is growing year by year, and more companies are looking for solutions to start working with point cloud and face a lot of difficulties. So when we are starting to work with point clouds, we need to decide what we want to do. It will take a lot of time. After this, we should understand what is point cloud data, how to manage that data, how to deal with that, how to prepare the results. Later on, we will need find right software, because in the first 3 phases, we will try look a lot of softwares. And finally, when we will decide, we will how to say, increase team to be competitive in this market. And from our customers' experience, we can share that when you are started working with point clouds without any help, it will take about 2 years for this process to start be compatible in the market. And for this, understanding our clients or knowing this issue, we are started training program where you can learn how to make 2D drawings, how to make 3D modeling from point cloud data, how to make B models, and how to make quality assurance. And the main difference how we are doing these trainings, we are doing these trainings with real project, with real data from the customers, because we are not, we don't have prepared training materials for all the customers the same, because all the customers is different, have different platforms, different knowledge. For someone need 1 day training, for others need 1 week or 2 weeks trainings to start working with point clouds. So if you want to learn how to deal with point clouds using UNDET software to make real models with real project, you can always contact us with my colleague Victor's, and we will prepare a training program just for you. And another thing is supporting. And when you hear word support, most of you and I previously thinking that support is only contain installation, bug fixing, testing, updating, maintenance, so only technical issue. But from the start of this year, we started UNDET consumer need analysis, and we noted that 50% of users which starting working with point clouds don't have hardware. And as you saw in the first questions, when I asked you if you have a scanner, even more than 50% told that we don't have laser scanner data, so we don't know where to get the right point cloud. And 75% of users has less experience with 6 months. And from 75% of users, 25% looking for point cloud solutions without any experience. And this customer's analysis and our experience completely change our philosophy, how we see UNDET support. And we think that you may need UNDET support when someone is on vacation. Maybe your colleague will sick, you need an additional hand. Yeah, maybe you are changing company profile and you need temporary help. Maybe you are get the unique project. If you are working with 2D drawings, you just get the order to make BIM modeling, and yeah, then you need support. And another, if you are on full capacity and you found new orders and you don't want to lose that. So it is how we think about support. So knowing this situation in the market and after consumer analysis, and that support contains also capture, processing, and documentation service. And what does this service means? So capture and processing. 50% of users don't have hardware. So they want to get point cloud data, and yeah, we don't have hardware. So we are looking for the partners which will be able to provide point cloud data. And if we have 1 or 2 scanners, we will need additional extra equipment. So yeah, it's service to help them. And finally is point cloud. In this picture, you see both building. It's both point cloud data, and one point cloud is with low quality coverage, and another point cloud with maximum coverage. So for us, it's very important when you starting working with point clouds data that you will use correct point cloud data, which are full coverage, because it will matter your experience with software. If the point cloud is bad, your experience with software will be also bad. So, and capture processing. So it's one problem to get the point cloud data when you want to start modeling. But another problem, you need to get point cloud data enough density to prepare required drawings. When you need to show detailed drawings, you need to get detailed point cloud. Point clouds for some users which have scanners is very easy to do scanning, but sometimes we are troubling with registration. So we have also solutions to help users with registration. Some customers sending the raw data direct from the scanner, and we are registering for them. And another thing that, yeah, point cloud is point cloud, but you need to make sure that point cloud is leveled and it is as a real point cloud object with any deformation. And knowing this situation, when you are ordering laser scanning service or we call it, and that starter pack, we offering ready to import UNDET project. So if you will order UNDET capture service, you will get UNDET project, and you will be able to use this project with UNDET plugin. And after this, not after this, but with this starter pack, will be 1 month license from your selected CAD platforms, for AUTOCAD, for REVIT, for SKETCHUP. For Ares Commander, we don't have 1 month license, but Ares Commander has 1 month trial period, so you can use that. And the second feature, when you're ordering UNDET starter pack, you will get 6 hours of free support and training during your first 3 projects. So when you will get the point cloud data from us, you will get the software, already created project, and help to make final deliverables. And this UNDET starter pack is it's completely new, our solution, and we will just starting now with local partners, and first local partner will be in Latvia, in Faro, Latvia. And I would like to ask, what do you think about this UNDET solution? And it is interesting for you or not? Yeah, because we have created these solutions based of customer needs analysis and to help work faster, because yeah, when scanner is very fast, you get the point cloud data, but when it comes to preparing final documentations is very hard to do that for new users. So we'll wait a couple more seconds. Almost everyone have voted. Everyone, half of users, and I will stop this voting. We'll share results with you. So yeah, more than half of you is telling that this solution is interesting for you. Yeah, so we'll see in the future, but I believe it will help, because in Lithuania we have already started with starter pack, and we have very happy customers because we can provide some modeling by ourselves and learn this technology much faster. Okay, so we'll go to another UNDET support part. Another supporting part is documentation. When you have point cloud data, but you don't have enough skilled resource or time to prepare documentation, you can always use our outsourcing team. Yeah, we have customers, worldwide customers, which are sending point cloud data to us and asking to create floor plans, 3D modeling, BIM, point cloud classification, point cloud registration, and ground filtering. So yeah, just to get the final documentation. So and that can be your extra hand when you don't have time or skilled persons to make the documentation. And in this part, I want to share one support case, and that support case, this object will be familiar for Latvians. It's Riga radio and TV tower, and that helped to do scanning and modeling in which product. This project was done by company Akmens Nami. I hope that someone is from this company. And yeah, it's a huge object. It's the highest building in the Eastern Europe. And yeah, they ordered scanning, capturing, scanning, registration, and modeling service from us. And for this building, we used 3 scanners. Yeah, one Regal scanner for scanning the top of the building tower, and Faro and Tribune scanners to make inside and outside scanning. And yeah, because sometimes when you have larger objects, it's not enough to make scanning only using one devices, and these devices is different from scanning range and survey grade leveling. So yeah, when you are doing scanning, you need to make sure that everything will be fine. So yeah, it's little, I will add some screenshots It's like, look, point cloud registered from outside. It's a B model created based on point cloud data. As you see, is only architecture part without engineering and our equipment. Yeah, it's a tower steel construction. That was everything done from point clouds. And this is a final model. How it is looked. We have modeled some sites, building lower part and the tower part in the REVIT model. Yeah, so I just want to share this support case from Latvian with familiar objects that we are capable to offer service for, not for the small objects, but for very difficult objects, and where the construction is complex and very large. So to finish my presentation, yeah, and that point cloud solutions, and there is a 3 type of solutions. There is a starter pack. I'm calling the starter pack because it is scanning service, but not blank scanning service. It's software and consulting, and it's much more than just point cloud data. Another part is software. Then if you have point cloud data, planning to invest in some software, yeah, we would like to suggest UNDET software to try to do some jobs with point clouds using UNDET. And another part which are offering is training and supporting when you need extra hand, or you need specific train from experts who know how to convert point clouds to final documentation. So in this slide, I will launch one more polling questions. I just want to hear your opinion, which UNDET solutions is most interesting or relevant to you. Yeah, we'll give some time for voting. I just added 1 options. Of course, you may have interest for a couple of these options as a starter pack, software, and training. Yeah, we'll wait 20 more seconds to get the results from you, a little bit understand the situation. Okay, so the minutes is ending, and I will stop the voting. I will share the vote with you. Also, not all members voted, but I don't want to share more time for voting. I just want to understand your needs with point clouds. Okay, so you are not very interested in starter pack, because I think it's only for new companies, and yeah, we'll see. But most interest in software and training and supporting. And as I told, the software without training and supporting, yeah, it's only a tool to work, but sometimes you need extra hand to make the documentation and learn some new technologies. So, and this is my last slide. And Infoera Latvia is our new member of that partner network, and we will be able from now provide you software, training, and supporting within that solutions. And yeah, in this slide, you will have direct contact for this and that services, solutions, communication will be responsible my colleague Victor Zbikovs. So your contacts below. So